we are live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 185, and I'm joined once again. But let me do the introduction a little better because he is the new reigning and defending Funhouse Wrestling and TCW heavyweight champion. It's Savage season in the building. PJ Savage, what's going on, brother?
Hey, shit, man. Thank you for having me on again. Always a pleasure being on this show. Respect the Craft, and thank you for the humble introduction. Shit, it feels good, man. It feels good.
Oh, no problem, man. Definitely had to have you back on again. Congratulations on that. The bags are getting a little heavy, so it's a
I mean, they're both here. You can't see the other one. They're both here, front and center, man. Heavy belts, but man, I love it, man. I love when the bag gets heavy. It's what we work for, man. When the bag gets heavier, then we all know it's all the cylinders are going.
Oh, gotcha. I can imagine. Again, especially with the road you were on. Again, the amount of times we've had conversations, it was all leading to a moment like this. To be able to finally be crowned heavyweight champion there. It's been definitely a challenging road, a bumpy one, that I want to kick it off with asking about a match like this. The first time I ever had you on, this was one of the matches on that list of yours. This is a match you wanted to get. So with this one, not only did you already have one match with Theo, this was now the rematch, a year in the making. So how was that for you, especially when this road you were on to get to face Monster Mac one more time in there?
I mean, even from the first time that I was on that spoke to you, I told you how important that match was to me. Everybody in the locker room knows how important that match was to me. So to have it come back full circle a whole year round, which is, I just want to touch upon, that's things that you don't see like on the independent circuit. That's what I love about Titan Championship Wrestling. It's the stories that come full circle. The owner just put up a post today detailing all of the Mount Olympuses, how the first one was where Monster Mac was crowned. The second one was when Johnny Moran became champion. The third one is where Anthony Gangone, who was in the two previous ones, who was eliminated second, then eliminated last, and then all of a sudden he won the belt. And then to come full circle and start a whole new era where the championship's not even involved in Mount Olympus. It's like, man, it's pretty damn cool to be a part of something that goes full circle, that comes around a year, and to do that with Mac. Man, Mac knows what he means to me, and then to just go full circle with him and them hand Mac. This is probably the most special part for me. The belts meant everything, and getting the belts handed to me. But when Mac handed me the flag, because this honestly, and I'll be real with you, and everybody knows this. This literally started with a promo that I cut because I didn't have an opponent, and I didn't know who I was facing that night. And I went out and I cut a promo on everyone. And of course, it was centered around Monster Mac because I was back to Titan. And I was like, we all know who holds the flag. We all know who's the flag bearer. And I want to rip the flag out your hands. And damn it, he gave me the flag, man. So there's a lot of things that go into play, a lot of things that go into this. But doing that full circle, a whole calendar year of Monster Mac and everything that led to, pretty special, man. Pretty special.
Oh, gotcha. And here we go. We got the boss man himself, Billy, in the building saying hello. Good evening, Billy. Thank you for joining us. And then look at that. We talk about Funhouse as well. We got Funhouse representation in the building with Karen.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Here, man. The belts right here. The beautiful Funhouse titles right here.
Look at that again.
It's right here. All these belts are heavy, bro. These belts are fucking heavy. Yeah, man. I remember the first time they made this. I remember I was there. Not the day that it was crowned to someone. But I was there in Jackson when they first had the belts made. It was the same night that they crowned the Funhouse Luchador champion. I was there, man. So it was like to see this on the table, and now that it's in my house and it's something I hold proudly, and to be a part of it, pretty special, bro. Pretty special.
Oh, definitely. So now let's get into that, because also on that road, especially when we're on the road to that match, because I do want to talk to you about that. What's that moment when in everything like that. But I want to get to a match before that as well, when you faced the notorious 187 Homicide? Because again, that's another one. We talked about this the very first time I had you on. We talked that list. We talked about the true New York Kings, if you will, the true, again, that hit list you had of the hit squad. So getting to face Homicide in there. Talk me through when the match was announced, what that meant to you.
Oh man, you got no clue. You got no clue, man. One of the titles that I want to hold before my career is done is the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship. And it's because of him and Daniel Bryan and Jay Briscoe. Those are three heavy influences on me, and him especially being like the first guy like me, same skin color, same mannerism, same everything. He was a cousin. He was my older brother. Like he was a guy I saw on TV and that came from outside the block.
Yep.
And to see him do it against Daniel Bryan, the best in the world, that stuck with me, bro. I can't tell you how much that influenced me. I can't tell you how much that's a part of my DNA. And then when they announced they announced the match, shit, I lost it, bro. It was like, oh, it's go time now, man. It's go time now. It's one of those moments where it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a robot sometimes, where it's like I don't get nervous, man. Just don't. It's all about, all right, what's the next step? Like holding the titles is like, all right, I could get nervous. The guys that held it before me, look at what they've done. Nah, it's go time, man. It's time to like put the boots on tight and be the best one there ever was in the face of Homicide that night. And I gotta be honest, bro, he beat my ass. He beat my ass. I feel like I was in there with my older brother, just getting the whipping, bro. Just getting like those moments with the little brothers, like I could stand up to this. I could take him out. I could beat up my older brother. He's shorter than me now. I could take him. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? And man, it was so cool, bro. It was so cool just being in there, going toe to toe with him, fighting him, breathing heavy, sweating all over the place, and just it was a measuring stick moment for me. I've had a lot of those throughout my career. First was Bobby Lashley. That was a big measuring stick moment for me that installed a lot of confidence. The next measuring stick moment was Shane Taylor, a guy that's cut from the same kind of cloth as me, leading his men. And he's just an animal inside that ring. That was a measuring stick moment that really solidified, like, I cannot wait to go toe-to-toe with him again. And then the measuring stick of Homicide. And Chris Dickinson was a big measuring stick moment for me, too. Him being from New Japan and Pazuzu and all the guys, the New York crew. Yep. He's somebody that was on my list, too, man. And that was, like, those guys are in New Japan right now. They're killing it. Like, right after the match, I think it was a month later, Homicide was in Japan just destroying shit with Moxley right next to him. And it's like, those are the moments that make me hungry for more. Like, I know it's like, yeah, these are cool. This is a cool moment having the TCW Heavyweight Championship, the Funhouse, facing him and all that. But I want more, man. I want the bright lights. I want the bigger stage. I want to own it. I know what I could do on that stage. And I feel like somebody's blocking me from getting to that stage because they know what I'm going to do. And I'm going to take it out, man. I'm going to make it mine.
Got you. No, and I was going to say, I could feel like with moments like this, it's only sounding like it's making you hungrier, if that. It's not a moment of like, you get to sit down and be like, this is what I've done. It's like, nah, now it's time to see what's the next obstacle. What's that next gem to get?
Yeah, man. It's the best way to put it is what originally when I first was like, I got to be a wrestler. I want to be a wrestler. I used to go to the Barclays Center. I lived right across the street when the Barclays first opened, and that was like the darkest time of my life. And I would sit there and just cry, like, bro, like, I needed to do something in my life, and wrestling was it, but I didn't know how to start. And I never forget, it was just like the feeling of like the fans are amazing. Wrestling fans are bar none. They're better than football fans. They're better than soccer fans. They're the best fans in the world. Professional wrestling fans, we stand for it all. We make sure professional wrestling is here for ages and years to come. There's no downfall. You know what I'm saying? But that feeling of being a fan and going to the venue and then having to go home, and then knowing the wrestler is going out, he's doing it again tomorrow. He's in front of 20K tomorrow. He's doing it. He's going to airport after airport, bus ride after bus ride. He's killing himself, but he's doing it every day, man. That's the moment for me that I was like, I want to do that because I want to have that feeling every day. And like you said, man, just being in the ring with all those guys that I named, Lashley, Taylor, Dickinson, Monster Mac, Homicide, it's bittersweet because like I know they're like I knew Homicide was going to Japan, and it's like fuck, I want to go. I want to go with
Yeah.
you.
No.
I want to go with you. I wish I was going on that trip with you, but I know I'm on my road. Everybody has their own road, and damn it, I hate that mine's is taking so long. But I'm impatient, and God is teaching me patience, I guess.
No.
But damn, man, I want it. I want it bad. I want it like I never wanted it before. And it's funny you said that. Like moments like this just make you want it more. Becoming champion and having we'll talk about it, but having such an amazing moment. I could rest on my laurels, you know. I could fuck. I did it. 2 years, 3 years of build up. I fucking did it. Nah, man, this is it almost bothers me. It almost like because I want to be there again. I want to be out in the crowd again. I want to show everyone what it's gonna look like with me being champion. Like the hunger that I bring, it's almost like every fight's gonna be that fight. And one of the lines I dropped in a promo when I faced Kobe Carino for TCW and then all the way in fucking North Carolina, the line I dropped in the promo was I'm tired of being the name next to the big name. I want to be the big name next to the big name. And
Gotcha.
now I'm on that road. I'm on that road. I want to create my name and create the buzz and just get to a place that people dream of.
Gotcha. And here we go. Hello, Tina. Thanks again for joining. So I do have to ask this again before we get to because I like again that hunger you're talking about, what that means. But now that name you're talking about, getting that respect of that being the drawing. Because again, we'll break the wall a little bit. People know you're bringing in a Colby. It's because the NWA. You're talking about this guy. It's something like that.
Yeah.
To have your name be that, it's PJ Savage because PJ Savage is going to bring the house.
Yeah, that's everything. That's everything I'm working for.
Got you. Let's talk about this because this leads into the championship match. This leads into something that the former champion, a good friend of mine, no stranger to it, Anthony Gangone, kept bringing up about that main event spot, though. About that spot that he felt you almost that again, and we'll get to it with the match of it was leading to were you already just being it was the chosen right there, no pun intended, of like PJ was the main event guy already.
Yeah. I mean, that is PJ Savage.
Yeah.
PJ Savage is the guy that's gonna walk in. He's gonna ruffle feathers. He's gonna rattle the cages because he wants to be the best guy there. He wants to be in the main event. PJ Savage has to be the main event. Like that's how I function. That's you want the best out of me, you're gonna get it in a main event. You know what I'm saying? And I'll still give that same energy in the co-main, the first match of the night. But I'm not coming in and I'm not holding any punches. If I'm the first match of the night, it's gonna be the best match of the night. If I'm the co-main, it's gonna be the best main of the night. Like that's the mentality I walk in with. And let's break the wall even more. No one promotes like me. There's guys out here that, yes, they cut their promos, they're creative, they do things, but no one promotes like I do. 4 podcasts in a week, 3 promos a week, 2 for each promotion leading up to a show, going out to different venues and doing flyering and signing autographs, even though people don't know who the hell I am. I'm still in the store and people are going, who the hell is that guy? Oh, yeah, PJ Savage. He wrestles for Titan. He wrestles for all these other companies. Oh, let me check him out. And next thing you know, that's selling tickets. It's putting asses in seats. I'm going to do it one by one. I want to be the draw out here. My main fucking goal in professional wrestling is to be the Mike Tyson, to be the Conor McGregor, to be the Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold's my measuring stick because no one sold more pay-per-views than Stone Cold Steve Austin. I want to break every single record Stone Cold has when it comes to selling pay-per-views with him in the main event. That's my whole stigma. And leading up to Savage Gangone Part 2, there was a lot of that, man. There was a lot of professional competitiveness where it's like I loved it, bro. I loved it because I was going to make Gangone step up and Gangone was going to make me step up. And I was going to change plans, and he was going to change plans. We did not care. It was dog eat dog. We was going to fight each other tooth and nail. And I think the first time we faced each other at Courage and Power, it was the day of the tryout for Chosen Pro Wrestling. Gangone, he made me step up to another level that night. Gangone made me a different monster. If it wasn't for that match with Gangone, I would have never been able to be in the ring with Kobe Carino or Homicide. He made me step up that night, and it kicked me into a whole new gear. And he put out a post that night. He said he hopes it's me that he drops that title to. And I think we all kind of knew that night where it was like, we're going to make this happen even if it ain't the plans, because it has to happen. There's that hunger there that we both wanted. We both needed. Gangone's not going to give it to no one. He's not going to be like, oh, yeah, you deserve it. Here you go, kid. No, that's not Gangone. Gangone is one of the best professional wrestlers out here, bar none. He is that damn good. And I have to be that damn good if I'm going to be the guy that takes the belt off of him in a company where he's held it for over a year. What was it, 400 days he's held the title? That's and he was defending it like no other. And this is a promotion I'm proud to be with that doesn't cancel shows. When they announce the show's happening, the show happens. So every time they announced the show with Gangone's face on that graphic, he was there to defend the belt. But on the nights that he wasn't there, I was there to be the main event. But that's just the hunger, and that's what I can't wait to see from this roster now. Who's going to be that guy that makes me step up? Because it's going to be a tough hill to climb. I am Mount Olympus now. Like, it's going to be tough to knock this down because the hunger that I have now, it's unmatched. The level of savageness you're going to see from me going forward, and this isn't PJ Savage cutting a promo. This is Phillip speaking from his fucking heart, and he's telling you, I'm going to fuck shit up. I'm going to show everyone I'm the best heavyweight champion on the fucking scene, bar none. And all these promotions that want to hide from it or not look at the fact of what I'm going to be doing with TCW, they're going to be in for a rude awakening. We're on the Premier Network. Thank God. I love it. I love the Premier Network. The same network as Matt Cardona, the Premier Heavyweight Champion. I want that championship. I want Matt Cardona because I want to be looked at as the man. On the independent scene, there's many belts. There's thousands of belts. Titan Championship holds one of the belts that is dear to my heart. And that Premier Championship is looking like it's the independent wrestling heavyweight championship. So you're telling me there's a belt that's for all the scene and it's going to be recognized? Then I want it. I want it. And I'm going to do it under this umbrella. And that I think that's what's going to set me apart from a lot of guys is a lot of wrestlers want to get clout and get buzz and get shit to their name so they could get to the next promotion. Let's not be stupid. Yes, I want to get to these next promotions. I want to be on Impact. I want to be on Ring of Honor. I want to be in NWA. I want to be in all these places. But wouldn't it be sweet? Wouldn't it be sweet to make the next place? Wouldn't it be awesome to make the next Ring of Honor? The next Impact Wrestling? And to do it as the champion? That's the levels motherfuckers like they don't think like me. Then I'm on another level.
Gotcha. I like it. So now I have to ask, is this what we're talking about when we're talking about this new era you're bringing in? Because you made it evident the minute you won that championship, this is now the Savage era. And I feel like for most, they felt like, oh, it's the cliche. Of course he's going to say that because it's PJ Savage. But I had a feeling it meant more than just, it isn't just the gimmick here.
Yeah, no, it's not just the gimmick. It's not. There's going to be a lot of changes. There's going to be, and I wouldn't say changes, there's a lot of upgrades to me. Gotcha. The character, the persona, the in-ring, all of it's going to go up a level. Everything's going up a notch. Like you're going to get, I don't care if I'm out there for 5 minutes, you're going to get the greatest 5 minutes of PJ Savage anybody's ever got if I'm out there for 5 minutes. The level of savagery that I'm going to bring, whether it's promos. That's why I haven't even dropped a promo yet. The first promo, I think, drops either Wednesday, Thursday. It's going to be something. Like, people are going to start seeing that next level of what I'm going to bring to the table. I am the champion now. This is what I wanted. This is what I fought for. I fought for this moment. And it's so many times that people could just go, okay, yeah, now, I got it. I got it. Who's next? Yep. Who's next? Who's the next guy? Who do I build? No. I'm the guy. I'm going to show I'm the guy. I'm going to show I'm the guy for the foreseeable future. It's going to be a long time before anybody climbs this mountain. Long time. Long time. And I cannot wait to mix it up with the roster that we have. The roster that TCW has put together going into this new era that I'm going to be bringing, it's the perfect stage for me to go. This is my era. Like, there's nothing but killers on this roster. Joe Ocasio is a killer. Joe Ocasio is one of the best guys out here, bar none. Same cut from the same cloth as Anthony Gango. A professional wrestler. He's up there, man. We still got Monster Mac. You think me and Monster Mac are going to dance for a third time? Who's to say it's not going to be for the championship? You know what I'm saying? Who's to say there's possibilities? And when it comes to the roster, let's look at the roster. Is it TJ Marconi? Big old 6'7" foot man, calls himself the attraction. Give me that stage to dance, man. He always ducked me in promos. Can't duck me now. You know what I'm saying? Because I am the promo now. When you talk about that belt, you talk about me. I'm the promo now. So now you have to recognize me. Now people have to look my way. Look at the roster again. You got Johnny Moran. Who's to say me and Johnny Moran don't mix it up? Look at the new additions. Look at Joey Conway. The guy
have some history with him.
The guy who I've been going at it at Win for, and he's holding Win's championship. Another belt that I want to add to my collection.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be talking about that in a little bit because there's a lot of things going on there. I want to touch
There's
on.
a lot, bro. There's a lot. Even adding him into Mount Olympus and him being into the fold of TCWs, it's exciting.
Here we go.
Magic Connor. Oh, here it blocks. Blocks is another dude. Everybody from Deadly Sins, bro. Everybody from Deadly Sins, whether it's Frankie Picard, Ben Castle, Blocks, all of them. They want a piece of this. They got to step up. I give it to you. I'll hand out title shots like Oprah. But you set them up and I'm going to knock them down. When I knock them down, look, this is the thing about me. This is the reason certain guys won't cut promos against me. This is the reason why a lot of companies won't put me in this spot. Yes, I'm the guy behind the scenes that's going to help everybody out. I'm going to be there. I'm that guy. I look out for the next guy. But PJ Savage, the wrestler, is the reason his name is Savage. I am fucking ruthless. You stand next to me and you ain't ready yet, the world is going to know you're not ready yet. Because I'm going to make it known. It's going to be hard for you to keep up in the ring. It's going to be hard for you to keep up on promos. It's going to be hard. I'm going to beat you on my motherfucking entrance because that's what I bring to the table. You're going to look at me like Undertaker walking to the ring like, oh, shit, damn, I got to face that tonight. It's what I bring to the table, bro, and I'm on a whole nother level. It's like you said, and I'm glad you brought it up. The era of Savage, it means something. It means something to me. It means something to TCW. It means something to the uppers. They know what I'm going to bring to the table, and then they don't know because I'm going to turn it up all the way up.
I was going to say, I feel like, again, it's something where even when I went in with the question, I'm like, I feel like I have an idea, but even then, I feel like you might be bringing something no one expects. So we gotta go into that.
It's all the worlds are colliding, and like I said, with everybody coming into TCW, it feels like all the people I faced from all over the Indies is meeting up at TCW. Like we want to take out PJ because now Bougie's here, bro.
Before we get into that, I definitely want to touch on that in a second. Let's get to this. We got our good friends Wes and Kyle in the chat. Thank you guys for supporting. But let's get into. Before we talk about Bougie, because that's definitely a topic I want to touch on for a second. I want to talk about the title win. Before we get to Mount Olympus, we got to talk the title win. Because again, now it all came to this. Again, it's Savage Gangone 2 at, again, appropriately named Savage Intentions. This was the collision everyone was expecting. Everyone was waiting. Can PJ Savage finally do it? This is a new Savage since the last time you guys faced. This was a new Gangone. Because again, as I know my friend, he brings something every time. It's a different, you never know what to expect from Dr. Sleep. So we get to this. Talk us through what that match was and just that when that 3 and that bell rang. Talk us through all that.
For the longest time in the weeks leading up to when after the show got announced at Blaze of Glory, after I finally defeated Mac, it was starting to sink in, but then I would say probably 2 weeks up to it, it really sunk in. It sunk in that it's happening. Like, I'm going to have my chance to go after it. And it was funny because, like, I didn't have the chance to go, what's it going to be like when that 3 count hits? I would think about it and then automatically stop thinking about it because as quick as the 3 count can hit, the 3 count can hit from him. The 3 count could come on his end and I could be put to sleep. So like I couldn't think about how would I relish in that moment? How would I take it in? I couldn't think about it. Yeah, it was named Savage Intentions, and it was like I said in the promo. I've had shows named after me before, but none as big as this one. And it almost felt like I was set up to have my Cody moment at WrestleMania and lose, because that's what half the people thought was gonna happen, man. And shit, I thought so too, bro. I thought so. Like you have that doubt in your mind. Is Doctor Sleep standing from you across the ring? Anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen. And this is just I'm just putting this out there. I'm like every other wrestler. I'm hurt. Always hurt. I got hurt in the Kobe match and wearing big old knee brace, back was out, cupping, doing all this shit. You have those moments where you're like, damn man, am I even gonna make it? Am I even gonna make it to the show? Because we're independent wrestlers. It's not like TCW is the only place that's running. Like anything can happen. I walk into win. I walk into, and everybody knows I'm gonna give a thousand fucking 20%. So I'm not gonna pull back. I'm gonna give you everything I got. I had the wrestle main events with Conway. I had the wrestle main events with so many guys through and through leading up to getting going. So it was like I didn't even have time to think about getting going until the promos started to hit, the drops, the hypes, the we ready. When that came out a couple days before, I was like, oh shit, it's happening, bro. It's going down. And then you could feel the tension in that building that day. It was there. The tension in that building all day was there. And I don't know if it was just there for me, but it was there. The tension, you could cut it with a knife. And then leading up to the match, no one would even talk to me. It was like somebody was throwing a perfect game and you don't even want to sit next to him on the bench. I was getting ready. I was getting dressed. No one would even say a word to me. No one was talking to me. I was in another zone, man, because I had to be getting going. And that zone, it's now not a place I go to anymore. It's not a place where, like you flip the switch and you go to this special place and then you turn it on. Now I'm in the zone. Now I can face Anthony Gangone. Doing this with Anthony Gangone has made that zone my comfort place. And that's scary, bro. That is scary. And in the match, man, I felt it the whole match. It was like I'm not gonna give up. There was times he had me in a sleeper. There was times where it almost faded. And every time when that 3 count almost hit, it was just like, no, I'm not giving up. No, I'm not. You're gonna have to shoot me with a shotgun right now. I am not staying down. My kids, everyone was there. Everyone, all the boys was out from the locker room, was watching the match. The owner was sitting in front of the curtain, like watching the match. Everyone was in it. Like, can he do it? Yeah, we set it up for him. Let's see if he can deliver now. Fuck, man, when that 3 count hit, I knew the 3 count was gonna hit. I knew Gangone had nothing left in him. And when I hit that third spear, man, and it took 3 spears. It took 3 spears. When that third spear hit, I knew, bro. I knew it was it. When that 3 count hit, it was a special moment. And just to paint the picture for you, I started out with TCW as something called the free for all. It was a tryout. A fucking $5 tryout that me and my boys, all the boys I was with, riding with, we all was like, oh, let's go. It's in Delaware. It's 2 hours away. Who gives a shit? It's an opportunity. And I went to that tryout and I became the guy that took over that damn tryout because that was my mentality. And I remember Billy looking at me going, cut that promo. And I never met Billy in my life, but he knew I was cooking something up. Just like you knew the era of Savage means more. He knew something was cooking up. So coming from that tryout, but in that tryout was me, Jacko, and Salim Alexander. My man Daniel Alexander, to be in there with them, cooking it, destroying that tryout, and then all of a sudden, I win that championship, the 3 count hits, and in comes Jacko. My brother, and then seeing DA there and DA coming in the ring, and then the icing on the cake was my children handing me the championships like that. And shit, there's no crying in wrestling, but damn, bro, they got me. They got me, bro. Yeah, man.
all good, bro. It's a moment there. It's something where it shows what, again, when we look at this, we look at the craft, we look at everything. It's more than just what's in the ring. There's a lot more that does. There's a lot more than to break our wall a little bit. It's more than spandex and a squared circle. There's a lot more to it. So I can only imagine again that kid, that dude that was in front of the Barclays Center years ago, thinking to be able to share a moment like this with his son, to share it with his kids, to be able to do something like that in front of them and have a picture like this where it's like, hey, I don't know, little man's kind of doing it better. He's pulling off the
Yeah.
a little better. I don't know. So just again doing all that, and especially in a moment like this, where I'll be honest, I'll admit it. I said it on Knuckleheads a few times. Shout out to my boys at the Knucklehead Network. I was I might have doubted you a little bit because I said he's already beat him once. I don't think I don't think Ant's losing it.
It was the Cody moment. It was like, oh, this is the guy. This is him. It's his moment. It was like, oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. But to touch back on just like seeing Lucas, my youngest, I'll tell you something, just a story I never told anybody. So in Barclays, I was when my first son, Abel, was born, my little white boy. And that's when I was in my darkest place. And I was going through a whole bunch of things with him, battling the whole things mentally. To come out the other side, and now he's with me, and then the whole family's together with me. And then having Lucas flash back a little bit, 2017, 2018, I faced Bobby Lashley and on my headphones. To get in the zone, I would listen to a theme song. And that theme song was Cody Rhodes' theme song. This is when he first hit the Indies, and I really only listened to it for the first line. There's more than one Rory family. And like that made me just want to have my own Warrior family, to have my own family in professional wrestling, to get them into the business. I'll knock over every hard obstacle there is to give my sons and daughters the chance to be Dominic Mysterio. You know what I'm saying? Like I would love
Gotcha.
to kill for it. And to see my youngest take to it so much, to him love Cody so much, and Cody's Zenobia, not knowing that dad was listening to that song so much. And now I can't stop fucking hearing it in the house. But man, it's so special, bro. It's so special because I feel like I'm on the road to give them that. And I'll never force them into wrestling. If my kids grow up and they're old enough to make their own decisions and they don't want to do it, they don't have to do it. But I feel like they're in that, especially with little man, bro. Like you see the picture.
He was ready. Not only this, when we talk about win later, he made that entrance like he was ready. He was good to
Yeah, man, I
go.
had to pull him back like a little pit bull. I had to pull him back.
He was ready to do to go in himself. He was like, "I'm taking the bumps tonight. It's all good."
It was funny because at Titan, because Titan was about a week or two after that, and I asked her, I was like, "Papa, you want to make the entrance with me? You want to come out with me again?" He goes, "No, Daddy, no, because this is a big fight, and I want to fight him too." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you staying out there? You staying?" If you look at it too, the footage, it's on Premiere. When you look at the footage during the whole like celebration part of it, when we're all talking, you see Lucas just walking around with the belt, posing. I was like, "Oh God, in the ring, man! Like he's a natural, bro. He's cutting promos
Uh,
half the indie scene."
yeah,
So it's a cool moment, bro. It's awesome to have my wife in the ring and my family. Like I said in the ring that night, if it wasn't for my mother is like my backbone. She's there. She makes sure I don't fall. You know what I'm saying? My mom's that person. I won't speak to her for weeks on end, but if I need something, if I'm in a bind, she's always there to pick me up. And then my wife, man, my wife has made so many sacrifices for wrestling. And then wrestling's not only first for me, it's first for her. So it's like to have that support system. And I remember at when somebody cut a promo and it was like, did you dream about being here on the Indies or did you dream about being in the big lights? And it was like, yeah, I did dream about being in the big lights. But damn, you know what? I did dream of this too, man. And to have that moment, which we all want at WrestleMania, I want that Mania moment. But to have that at a show that's named after me with the kids there, to have an opponent like Anthony Gangone, sweet, bro. That's sweet. Something I'll never forget. It's with me forever.
No, definitely. And again, that's a moment where, again, for the moment, it's enjoyable. It's a moment to talk about right now. But I can imagine that was just the moment that made this even more like, this is why I do it. But now it's time to keep working. Now it's
Yeah,
time to have another moment like this. Now it's time to prove why moments like this aren't a fluke. So
yeah,
let's
man.
get into that. But before we do, I want to acknowledge the people in the chat. Shout out to Everything Pro Wrestling. What's up, Conrad? We got Jess Sky in the chat. How's it going? How's it going? Great photographer right there. And then we got the Theos in the building. We got the SAT saying, yo, look at that. They say Savage is war ready. He definitely is. Again, this is why he has the titles. We'll be talking about his war at Win in just a little bit. But now, again, the Savage era is here. This new meaning to it. And we're now on the road to this. November 4th, it will be Mount Olympus 2023. Again, he talked about the history earlier. Billy put it out earlier, what the history of this means. And now look at that. Look at the graphic, though. When you talk about that new era and you talk about who's on it, but then you talk about a man making his return on that night. A man you know very well. Man, that was, you guys were it was fighting wars together.
Yeah,
And Jay Bougie.
man.
So your thoughts on that announcement? We saw a little bit with you and Alex. We saw that, just that instant reaction. But now it's been a few weeks. It's been a few days now that you got the memo. Your thoughts on Jay Bougie coming back at Mount Olympus?
I love it. I love it. I love because no one would have ever thought he would be a Titan. No one. It wasn't on anyone's bingo card for 2023 of Jay Bougie entering Mount Olympus when PJ Savage is champion. It's one of those holy shit moments like that you could create, and I'm glad it's happening. But that man took a lot from me at Invictus Pro Wrestling. What was supposed to be my night, he took that from me, cashed in, broke the briefcase, did everything he was supposed to do, and then all of a sudden, a week before we're supposed to lock up in a dog collar match where everybody knows how fucking intense that's gonna be. The promotion went through his things, man, and life occurred, and the match never happened. And I know we have Alex. Alex is a part of commentary, so I'm pretty sure he had a heavy hand in bringing Bougie in. Um, I want Bougie. I do. He knows it. He wants me. There's a big thing about him and me. Who's number one? Who's number two? We'll always carry that competitive drive against each other. We push each other. We make each other better. We make each other worse. It's one of those volatile mixtures that it probably can't be controlled when it's like put together. So who knows, man? Who knows? What if he does win Mount Olympus? Who knows? What if he does come after me? There's a lot of possibilities for Jay Bougie at TCW. I know for sure Monster Mac doesn't like him. I know for sure. I know for sure Jacko doesn't like him. So who knows, man? The road to me and him could be swift, could be fast, could happen right away, or maybe not. Maybe he gets detoured. Maybe I get detoured. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities at TCW. There's a guy at TCW that I look at as one of the best, and that's Martin Stone. Martin Stone is phenomenal. He's a worker that I want to be in the ring with, and I want to defend these titles against Martin Stone. Everybody knows that. I made that clear. And this is the thing about me, man. I'm not running away from any challenge. I'm stepping up to every single challenge. If Bougie wants a chance at that, he's gonna get it. I'm putting everything on the line. Who's to say, man? Who's to say this doesn't happen at TCW? Maybe I am planting seeds here. Jay Bougie versus PJ Savage. Dog collar match. Cage match. Anything goes match. Whatever the hell stipulation we're going to put on it. Right?
We know it's gonna have to be something a little extra because I feel
Gotta
like
be something a little extra
it's
because I got to teach that man a lesson. Now you put us two together, right? He still holds the Invictus Social Media Championship.
Yep.
Not won it. So he puts that on the line, and I put the TCW Funhouse Championship on the line. Tell me that doesn't sell tickets. I'm just saying. You know, you catch my drift. Who knows, man? There's a lot of possibilities with that man inside these buildings now, and it's gonna be volatile. And all the blessings to him, bro. He's killing it right now. He's killing it. But he's gonna run into a brick wall if he gets in the ring with me. Very big brick wall.
There you go. And look at that. Block's giving, I guess, his recommendation. He says a casket match. That's that would be a way. That would be a way. But here we go. Shout out to Chucky Ireland saying PJ is gonna be a great champion, but he sucks at wars.
I sure do. I sure do, bro.
You had to throw that out there, damn.
Yeah, I sure. I relied on Chucky that night we played together, bro.
Hey, he's a busy guy. He's focusing on his title matches and what's coming up. So he can't be on the sticks a little too long. Can't be on the sticks too long. But it's all good. Let's again. We talked about that. We talked about the era and what that brings. Again, if you guys haven't already, make sure you're getting your tickets. But also stay tuned to the week. It's Titan Week. Last night we already gave you the opportunity to win 2 tickets to Mount Olympus as we're sponsoring one of the official podcasts of Mount Olympus. So make sure you're listening. Tomorrow we're going to be giving away 2 more. So that's 2 more chances there to get yourself into Mount Olympus on November 4th. But from there, now let's talk about December as Win is coming home to NYC. And I know you're definitely as happy as I am because this is the home turf right here. And especially with the building that it's going to be in, that Queensboro Elks Lodge, and it's you going head to head with Hamlet Hurts You. And okay, the very first Win event of the new era of Win, I got to call you versus Joey Conway versus Hamlet. And the energy of that building when you three hadn't even touched yet was insanity. And I can only imagine now you've gone in there again with Conway. Now it's going to be a whole nother thing when it comes to you and Hamlet in there on December 2nd.
Yeah, man. And there's no secret what I want at Win. I want that World Heavyweight Championship. But every time I'm in the ring with Conway, as you just noted, Hamlet pops up. We main evented again on the night that was supposed to be my night. I was supposed to win the championship, and lights go off, and the weird music plays, and then boom, here comes me getting screwed out another championship. So I gotta just take the Hamlet, man. I have to dispose of him myself. I gotta get him in the ring and just be war ready, just like the Maximo said, man, because that's what I am. We're coming into New York. We're on my turf. I cut the best damn promo out of everybody out here, saying Win's coming to New York to jack it on and fly. If you ain't say it, go check it out. But yeah, man, just being in and look, all due respect to everybody that's been running out the Elks. It's time some real promotion got in there. Some real talent got in there. Some real build up, real people. This is a promotion to see. This is something they bring in talent that no one else has from top to bottom. You might get talent from maybe just the top end and then the bottom end scraping. Like, nah, this Win is one of those places like TCW that has talent from top to bottom, and every match is gonna be a banger. So this is a show, especially in the Queens Elk Lodge, man. Like this is home for me. This is 10 minutes away from my house, man. This is I'm excited about the ride home, you know? Like
I'll agree. Like this is gonna be one of those that's like
it's one of those cool nights, man. That's why I even that's why I was probably such a good move with Titan at Hoboken. Hoboken's 25 minutes from my house. So it's those nights, man, where you're in there and it's like, I'm gonna be home pretty fast today. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome, bro. So it's gonna be in there in the Elks Lodge, have to win in there first show there. This is a new era too in their own sense. Just being in the Queens Elks Lodge. And then who knows what rules are gonna be changed with the commission going forward. But hopefully there's more wrestling in New York. More real quality wrestling. Invictus was doing such an amazing job. You had some other promotions just really knocking it out the park. And now with Win here, bro, it's I got high hopes, man. I got high hopes. This isn't a ticket seller promotion. This is straight up buy your tickets. Come see this. Because
Absolutely, you're gonna want to be there because it's it's
yeah,
it's it's stacked. It's stacked. Already announced. Again, we talked about it. It's you and Hamlet in there. The main event of the night. It's Joey Conway defending against Lindsay Dorado. Already announced today, actually. Alice Taylor versus Brandon Lee. We got Steve Benya versus Nikolai White, and so much more that's gonna be happening. It's it's
card's a banger, bro. That card's is insane. And then Win has the best tag team division in independent wrestling, bro.
Look at
So
that.
I'm like,
I just mentioned him, and look at that. Nikolai White popping up in the chat. My guy PJ. There you go.
oh yeah, yo, Nikolai is one. Some if I could put over, he's God, he's a knucklehead sometimes. You want to just, but damn, Nikolai is so good, man. He's so good in that ring. The promo he just cut, bro. He's figuring it out. He's learning how to use his emotions in his promos. That's what took me to the next level where it was like, all right, you gotta learn how to take what's real, put them in the promos, and really use it in the wrestling world. And he's learning how to do it, man. And he's young, bro. He's young. He's gonna make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I made a shit ton of them, and he's figuring himself out. And once that boy figures it out, bro, oh my god, and he's pretty close to doing it. He's pretty close to figuring it out. And once he does, man, he's gonna be signed somewhere. I had a real heart to heart talk with him recently, where it was like he's got some friends in high places, and it was like you're better than those guys, bro. It's time to get there, and I feel the same way about myself. So there's a lot of special things going on, bro. Especially at Win and Titan, the New York scene in general.
Yeah.
I was just looking at a lot of the layups of like what's out here right now, who's considered the best. I'm looking at these lists. And I'm like, I'm looking at people who should I face at Titan? Who can I face? Who would be a great match? And it's the top is getting pretty thin now, man. It's like this clear cut. You got some guys sitting at the top of this New York mountain. That's really just New York. Besides, like you got Eddie Kingston, you got Low Key, you got Homicide because he's still going right now. He's not going anywhere. Then you have us indie guys, where it's like, who's taking this shit over? Who's gonna be next? You got me, you got Pena, you got Charles Mason, you got Ken Burrow, you got Anthony Gangone. There's so many of us that's like sitting at that top going, we want this spot. Some of us aren't really all working at the same promotions, but we all want to be the best out here. And we're all gonna make do with whatever stage we have, because that's what New York is, bro. We're gonna make it no matter what. The one thing I do hate about New York, but I also love about New York is we eat our own. Like we destroy we destroy our own backyard sometimes. There's a couple Kansas out. I'll name them. Everybody knows who they are. The Jersey scene is fucking filled with the cancers, and they're all known to just eat their own and shit on their own products. Fucking say one promotion's doing shit, but then they're doing the exact same thing in front of everybody. It's just weird, bro. It's like, god damn, like independent wrestling, especially in the tri-state area, would thrive. Would thrive if we just stop attacking each other.
No, I could agree. I could agree with that, but it's one of
Focus
those where
on your own product, and I feel like New York is kind of figuring that out to a
finally,
degree.
yeah,
To a degree, but then you got the volatile mix of a lot of us. Like certain guys aren't let into certain promotions, and certain guys you have to train there, you have to be friends there, you have to do this, so you just don't get in. I feel like one of the things I would love to do, bro, if I had the currency and the income to do it, I've been talking about this a lot more. I kind of want to open up my own place to train, and I want to make it a place where I want it in New York, and I want it to be a place where just everyone meets, where it's like this is the epicenter for New York. I want to have little rooms there for podcasters where you could come in and shoot your podcast and have wrestlers there at the whim training and coming up doing interviews for you and editing systems and promo rooms. And I want it to be a place where everyone can run a show there, where all promotions from New York, House of Glory, oh god, here comes bitch Boombaye. Here he comes.
we named him earlier, and he decided to
He just
make
pops
his way
in.
through.
Pops in. All I see is the jacket.
It's a nice jacket, though. Gotta give him that.
Yeah,
Shout out to Alex
yeah,
Cade.
I don't fuck with him, but I fuck with Win. I don't fuck with him, but I do fuck with the Win. And I can't front, bro. The shit that they've been doing with him stuff. But you know, like 2 inches on, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck over there. Go change some diapers, bro. But when it comes to just me opening up my own spot, I would love to do it. I would love to have SAT run out of there. I would love to have Battle Club mix in. I would love to have House of Glory mix in. Just a place where and maybe we can all get together and create one main promotion for New York City. Just one main promotion where we put all our heads together and just go, this is the guy. These are the guys. These top 5 guys are the guys going forward. Kind of like, it's why I envy the New England scene so much.
Yeah.
With the bullshit that they pull, we all saw their tweets. We all saw why everybody's going to premiere and getting on by WTV.
Yeah.
We all see the inner workings, but I do love how they market their own guys. They push their own guys. That scene gets together and they push their guys. Like you got a couple guys up there that just make sure there's let's just be honest, like Ichiban and Miracle Generation, Alec Price. Those guys alone, that 4-headed monster, those guys you see everywhere. And that's because the promotions push their guys. They go, these are from our area. So these are the guys that we're gonna market, we're gonna show, we're gonna put them in big spots. Like if New York did that, and this was a place where you saw Charles Mason, you saw PJ Savage, you saw Anthony Gangone, you saw Darius Carter, you saw Jay Bougie, you saw all those names, and we all mixed it up on the one umbrella. And we were the guys that was just getting pushed everywhere. We were the guys who saw PJ Savage and Jay Bougie everywhere. You saw Darius Carter and Charles Mason everywhere. Come on. It's clear cut. We have the talent, bro. We have the talent. The talent is here. And I hate that I'm putting over Jay Bougie, but the talent is it runs deep.
It's one of those where it's like, again, it's you're able to do something that if only more people could. In a moment of that, be able to, again, bygones be bygones. One of those of just being able to recognize talent and be able to, again, because everyone in a moment like that, that's when everyone can eat. That's a moment when everyone can win. No pun intended.
Exactly. No pun intended. Pun intended. Come on, it's exactly what you're saying. Guys like Joey Conway and Hertz, Pena, all of us, that we all just cutthroat, bro. We all can mix it. We all want to show what we can do. If we had a stage where everybody mixed it together, bro, and it was like didn't discriminate, didn't put over their guys just because they're friends, or like we had a place where you just mixed it up and the talent was just talent, it'd be a different animal out here, bro. And New York would really be the place to be. And New York, I love New York because New York and New Jersey, it's one and the same for me because of the pandemic. But in terms of the wrestling scene. But when you look at everything, we allow the guys from Massachusetts to come down here from New England and mix in with us. Like Miracle Generations, they're here at Win. You know what I'm saying? And we don't shit on them because they're from New England. There's been a couple times I got booked in New England, was like pushed down. It was like, oh, you're great down there, you're great in New York, but we want to do it for our guys up here. And it's like, it's kind of fucking corny, man. Like what?
Yeah.
What? What? Like let's play fair up here, man. Like, oh, let's show it. Let's really get down to the nitty gritty, and people just ain't ready for that conversation, bro.
No. Again, it's one of those. If more were open to it, again, it would be a better scene. The scene would be at that heat that it was in the era of the guys you talked about earlier, where it's something where, again, everyone's it's using that hunger that everyone has. But,
yeah, and that's intent, and it's partly why you get so many New York guys with chips on their shoulders. I had a chip on my shoulder. I always walked around with one. I was just kind of the wrestler and always just was good with. Oh God, what's he saying? Because I couldn't even see these damn comments.
Well, at first he's saying you hate the 3 guys you mentioned, which again we addressed that though. We addressed.
Yeah, I do.
He's not a fan of them, but
I hate you too.
And also, he says you don't even like him. I would assume he doesn't because he's about to face him and like.
I don't like nobody. I don't like including his ass. I hate Jay Bougie. Everyone knows that. I hate him. He knows it.
He probably doesn't. He's here because it's a
So
podcast.
he's here to poke the bear. That's what he's doing. But you see something like what I was talking about with the chips on my shoulder. The reason he's like that is because of the scene, bro. This scene poked him and poked him and poked him and poked him and said he wasn't gonna be shit. So now he's gonna take every accolade he gets and he's gonna rub it in your damn. That's what you get. But that's because the New York scene was so held back, pulled back. Everybody tells us no. Everybody, oh, wait for that guy, the New England guy, the Maryland guy, the Florida guy, then the New Yorker. Fuck that, man. We are it. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as I hate Jay Bougie and I hate Jay Bougie, I hate Anthony Gangone. I got love for Gangone because he pushed me. But I hate Gangone. Gangone was one of those guys that was holding me back. You know what I'm saying? Because New York, we here, man. It's only spot at the top for one guy. Gangone's not going to give it to me. Gangone's going to look at the promoter, and the promoter comes to do, what about that PJ Savage guy? He ain't ready yet because he ain't at my level. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that's what Gangone did. I'm just saying that's what the best do, bro. We here. You looking at those guys, you're like, they're not at my level. So, no, he's not like me. But be careful who you put next to me because they might not be a part of the roster no more. I'm gonna break their mentality. There was one singles guy, and I'm not gonna name his name because it's embarrassing. One singles guy had a whole feud with me, buffed out the feud. I cut a promo on. He went back to tag team wrestling, ended his whole singles career. Like this, and that's a fucking shoot. Like that's a shoot. So it's like this, bro. If we all stop eating each other and stop shitting on each other and really promote it, as much as I hate Bougie. He's another one of these guys. What he said?
He said, I love Philip. PJ Savage can snub his toe on the door frame. There you go.
Yeah, the same shit.
Oh, and now Boogie's trying to get you to name him.
That's John Rubel. Yeah, here we go. John. I love John. John's my little brother. I fucking
go ahead, do something savage for once. He's trying to get you to snitch on people. Damn.
Look, I kill for Rubel. I kill for that kid. Bougie, I could watch Bougie outside getting jumped by 30 people, and I'll probably spit on him. Like I'll probably walk past and just spit on him. I'm telling you, bro, I fucking hate him. But the amount of times that guys like him have been held back, guys like me has been held back. It's why we got a chip on our shoulder. But let's be honest, bro. As much as I hate him, no one promotes like him. Same way, like I say about me, we're a different level when it comes to promoting it. The promoter side of it, nobody can sell a fight like us. There's even guys like Darius Carter. Darius Carter's top of the game. Top of the game. Put him next to me. I dare you. I'm gonna eat him up. He gonna be one of those guys that don't cut promos. I'm gonna eat him up. I'm not gonna be in awe of Darius Carter. I'm not.
I was gonna say you kind of answered my question. So who's someone else? Because again, you mentioned some names, but I know Darius is still a guy that I feel like I'm surprised it hasn't happened. I feel like that's one that's just money left on the table. Anyone that's listening.
I don't know why it hasn't happened. I mean, I put up recently on I think it was my Instagram and my Twitter. And my Facebook. Here we go. What did Jesus?
Look out your window. He knows where he's out your window right now.
Spit on him. I'm gonna spit on him. I'm fucking spit on him.
I think Bougie like that because I know he's trying to get on Darius's good side because he's messing with my friend right now. So I know they have some issues. Him and Gangone aren't too friendly right now. So
yeah, but when it comes to Carter, I put up a poll and Darius Carter's got his name got named next to mine, and he put it off. I'm feeling froggy, didn't you? Let's make it happen. Let's what we waited for. I had a talk with somebody. We even said it like there's a lot on the indie scene that gets left on the table. Why are we waiting for PJ Savage versus Darius Carter? I got belts. You got belts. Come on, let's do it. I don't even got to put the belts online. You got to put the belts online. Let's just have a sparring session. Stand in the middle of the ring with me and let's go toe to toe on a promo, Urkel. Let's talk. Let's get these feelings out. Let's have these conversations. Let's go promo
Uh,
to promo. And then in the ring, he has one of those entrances that everybody loves. He does the light thing and does all that. And I got one of those entrances that people love too. It'd be a clash of two titans going at it. Godzilla versus Kong. That's Darius Carter, PJ Savage. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. We all have to talk. There's a lot of guys on my list that I want to face. There's a lot of guys. I gotta send a list to Billy Fetsky as we speak. I gotta send him a list of people that I want to kick. I just do.
well,
There's so many guys on that list. There's a guy that I admire and I have a lot of respect for. Bounty Keith. He's one of those guys at the
he's
top of that.
definitely he's making his way. He's making his mark, and he's been doing it. At promo he just cut on Danielson was
It's insane, bro. It's great, but Keith can't cut a promo like me. I'm just being honest.
at this point. I feel like just do what Bounty keep. Just start cutting promos on people.
Yeah, I
See who responds.
just shoot my shot. You know what I'm saying? I did that before and I almost got blackballed.
Maybe don't do that then. Let's rewind it. I never said anything. Y'all didn't hear shit.
Bro, there's a lot of guys. Man. There's a lot of guys I want to tangle up with. Calvin Tankman is one of those guys. He's a guy I want to go toe to toe with. He's a guy that I've watched from afar and I want to go with. Oh, here we go. What he said.
Let's go back. He said this is why the beef all started. Because apparently he cooked a tough $2 steak one day and he chipped his tooth. That's where the hate started. Then he says he hates your entrance. He says he can cut a promo like you. He says just give him a day to catch a cold, and then he'll be able to cut a promo like PJ.
You know why he could cut a promo like me? Because I taught him. That's my son. That's my son down there. I told him everything. That is Bougie Savage. That's my son.
Oh man.
No,
that's it. Just tell Bougie, tell Don to send some money to PJ, some royalties for his member of Boomanye right there.
That's it. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Alex Kane's one of those guys I want to link up with, bro. Like, there's a lot of heavyweights out here that I want to go toe to toe with. Shane Taylor's one of those. I want to mix it up with him again. O'Shea Edwards. I'll put the belt online on Death to All Heavyweights. Let's go. Like that's a guy. He put out some crazy shit today. You saw that tweet he put out? Somebody cut a promo on him with the Kobe jersey on, and he said, "Guess I'm gonna be the helicopter today." I was like, "Oh god damn!" Like this is cutthroat, but this is the heavyweight scene out here, and I love to be a part of it. I want to be the front. I want to be the face of it.
Gotcha. Oh, there you go. Now he says, "Bougie Savage almost threw up in my effing mouth." Oh damn. Wait, is he? Which one of us though? There's two of us in here, so. You call PJ a jerk, me a jerk? I'm reading your comments.
Bougie Savage, Jay Savage. Jay Savage can come on the podcast whenever he wants.
I can't wait to poke you in the. Damn, who are you poking in the eye? Okay, it's the PJ. All right, I'm just making sure. I'm trying to be neutral here. I'm just reading comments. That's all I'm doing. I'm reading comments here. That's all I'm doing.
Look, I'm actually happy he's at Titan, man. He's at Titan, and with him at Titan, it's a wild card. But it's shit like this because Bougie has the balls to come at me. He just does. Gutsy. Balls are bigger than him. That's what I need that roster to do. That's what I want that roster to do because they're going to push me to be a better champion. And I don't care if I'm champion for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 1 year. Push me. I want every challenge to be a challenge. It was like, PJ going to lose today. I want to face Joe Ocasio and everybody to be like, it's a challenge because when I beat every single one of them, you can't doubt me no more. And I'm tired of being doubted. I'm tired of it. I'm sick. I'm tired of being doubted. So many guys that I just want to face so the doubts can wash away. There's matches that I want so the doubts can wash away. So many. And I want to take this TCW belt everywhere, bro. And I know TCW next year, they haven't announced it, but they're going all over the place. There's a lot of traveling happening next year, a lot of South dates. North Carolina might be back on the ticket. And last time I was in North Carolina, I beat Colby Carino in his own backyard. I am a different animal right now. A different animal. Who's to say Homicide versus PJ won't happen again. I put the damn belt on the line.
There's
And
still
it's
two
not
more
the
men
real.
on that list again that we talked about earlier. So
Yeah, bro. But
someone needs to call a certain one world warrior and
you know what? Yeah,
very
you
own
know what?
badass.
You know what, too? And this is like, oh, don't do it, PJ, don't say it. Oh shit, did we lose Ray? Think we lost
I'm
Ray.
still here. I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I was like,
We
shit.
just adjusted. I mentioned the warrior and I get kicked out. Now I'm here.
Now there's definitely one name on that list that everybody wants to see and has wanted to see, and I don't know why it hasn't happened. But me versus Moth, man. Me versus Moth. It needs to happen. PJ Savage versus Dan Moth. I love Moth. I've watched his work. Got nothing but respect for Moth. But I want to go to war with that man. I want to go to war with him. I saw him have feud after feud with Darius Carter. I watched it. Watched everything. Watched all the matches. And all I could think was, no disrespect to Darius. All I could think was, oh my God, if I had that spot, I would make it mean so much. I would make it mean everything. And not to say that Darius didn't, but damn, there's just that level of PJ Savage that I'm going to do it better than every single body else. That's just me, bro. That's just the level of intensity I bring to the table. And PJ Savage versus Moth needs to happen, bro. It needs to happen.
Can't give him
TCW.
his moment. Even Bougie got interrupted and be like, he lying. Damn. It's a good moment right there. Like, you can't just let him have that. But now, I do agree that match needs to happen. And I might be a little biased with this and say I hope the Theos are listening and it happens in a win ring just so I can call it. Just so I can call that match. That war. Because it's not even going to be a match.
Bro,
I can't.
it's going to be a fight. I don't know if there's a building around here big enough that can hold me and Moth down. There's not a building around here big enough that can hold us down. And Moth knows, look, and this is why. This is the respect I'm going to show Moth. You see, other people might look at it as disrespect. Other people might go, oh, no, bullshit. He doesn't like him. No, this is the respect you show a man from New York that calls himself the king of New York. I'm going to walk through that curtain and I'm going to punch Dan Moth in his motherfucking mouth over and over and over again until I beat everything out of him, until I take every last drip of Dan Moth there is in his system and I make it mine. And I come at him in every disrespectful way possible. Break every table over his head. And he eats them until that last one. It just destroys him. Because there's no other way you come at that man. You come at that man ready for every single war that has ever been fought. You come at it with that energy to face a damn mouth in the middle of the ring. Because the ring can't contain it. The arena can't contain it. It's going to spill all over the place. PJ Savage's damn mouth needs to happen just to feel that energy in the building going from the entrances all the way down to the mat. I promise you that would be a match everybody remembers. And it's just something about us New York guys, bro. Like, and I know the old school way, bro, the old heads, they're not going to give it to the youngins. They're not going to give it to the new guy that's coming up. It's like we on the block. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why they all moved to Jersey, all the old heads. They still know and they still keep the mentality of what it is to be here. And bro, it's just different. We fight different. We give it to each other different. That's why I said I know Mac and Gango's not gonna give it to me. I gotta rip it out their goddamn hand because that's the energy that you have to give with those guys. And you're in the ring with those men, especially a damn Moth. And there's other guys, man. There's two other names on that list, bro. There's that low key. I want that match, bro. Low key, dangerous. He a hitman. I'm gonna stand across the ring from low key and have no fear, and all I'm gonna think about is hitting that man as hard as I can. I want low key. I want low key bad, bro. That's a match, bro. Come on, come in behind me, kick me. Come do it. I dare you. Come try to knock me out. First kick in. I'ma curve it and then punch you in the mouth. Like let's dance, bro. Let's dance. And then this. For me, I save him for last because of where he's at and what he's holding. But Eddie Kingston, bro. Eddie Kingston is holding the Ring of Honor. He's holding one of the belts that I want the most, bro. Like Eddie Kingston's holding that championship. And there's other guys, bro. And there's There's guys that I want to fight for it at the top. There's other New York guys out here. Like, let's not act like Santana ain't out here trying to become the singles guy of New York City. Put the whole New York City on his back. He's about to feud Cardona for the belt at House of Glory. He's about to do special things. But damn, bro, I want to be that guy that stands across from Santana and fights for it in the middle of the ring. I want to push Santana to a new level. I feel like I can. I met him one time. Wow. Shit. Full circle, huh? I met him the night I faced Lashley. The same night I faced Lashley, Santana was on that card in the tag team match for Ortiz. And damn, like the way he looked at me, bro, he knew. He knew I was a New York cat, sniffing around for opportunities. He went to Lashley, was like, who you wrestling tonight? You want me to work it so you can get in my match? I swear to God. And that's just Santana. He ain't know who I was. He's just going, I want to have a banger tonight. I want to wrestle Lashley at the time he was signing Impact. And I remember going up to the promoter. I said, fuck what he says. I get Lashley no matter what. And they agreed. And it happened. But damn, I know what that is, bro. I know what that is. And imagine me saying that in the promo. In the middle of the ring, standing across the ring from him. And look, what he's doing right now with Ortiz is beautiful. What they're doing on AEW television, and I'm so mad it's on Rampage and Collision, because that shit needs to be on Wednesday night. It needs to be front and center, and it needs to be pushed. It just does. The promos that they cut in is typical New York shit, and it does have that added level. But when I tell you this right now, mark my words, and you heard it here first, and I hope Santana sees this shit some way, somehow.
Oh, no, we clipping this.
I guarantee you, I'm the guy that's going to push Santana to places he's never been pushed before. I'm the guy that's going to fight with him at the top of that mountain like two pit bulls fighting over one stake. That scene in the Joker when he breaks the pool stick and throws it in between the two guys. Me and Santana going to fight over it. That's what I want. I want to fight that dog. I want to fight the biggest dog in the yard because that's what he is. And I'm going to stand in front of him and I'm going to make him question that shit because I'm going to take it from him the first chance he fucks up. And he knows exactly what I'm saying. We all stand. We all wait for that one goddamn opportunity. And I'm one of those guys, just like you, before you went to Impact, before you went to AEW, you had to fight. You in Lutez, you were in all these places in New York, you in House of Glory, fighting for every fucking thing, and no one looked your way. I'm that guy now, Santana. Me. I'm that guy everyone ignores. Me. I'm the guy that's going to put the fucking city on my back when no one gives me the keys to the kingdom. It's me. I take the keys. No one gives them to me. Who the hell is PJ Savage? Who's this kid? You're going to fucking find out one day. The whole world's going to find out one day. I said it here. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I want to be on the Mount Rushmore in New York City. And I don't want to be one of the four. I want to put my face on the fucking middle. That's what I want. Let's add another face. Me. And who's the perfect guy to fight for that with right now? Santana. Because he's that guy that everybody says, oh, it's a tag team guy. No, he's not. That man's hungry, bro. He's hungry. He wants to be the top of the mountain. He feels like everyone's denying him. What is he, like 6'3"? The man's cut from stone. He looks amazing. I don't know about the hair, but he looks amazing. I mean, right before he got injured, we was all rooting for him, bro. He's from LES. I'm from the Upper East Side. I'm from Spanish Harlem. When he went to Puerto Rico and won that championship, I was one of the people sharing it. I was one of the people clapping. Yeah, he's somebody I look up to. But he's too close to me in competition for me to praise him like that. And he knows what that shit is. It's like with two OGs on the block, and yeah, he's successful right now. But there's that dude from down the block. He on the come up. And he's looking straight at you, bro. And it ain't nothing personal. It becomes personal because we take food off each other's table. But damn it, if there's one spot, I want it. And he knows what that feels like, bro. We all know what that, you know what it feels like, Ray. You from here. Moth knows what it feels like. Monster Mac knows what it feels like. There's a lot of guys who are from here, bougie. Everybody knows what it feels like to be here. We statistics. We're a number. We're people on EBT. We're the guys that's not supposed to get out. We're the train hoppers. We're the ones that cut school because we was trying to fall in love with some girl. The one line I dropped that hit harder than any other, and I'll drop it right now. We the dudes. We're the guys that knows the difference between the sound of a firecracker and the sound of a gunshot without even blinking. I know when to tell my kids to duck. That shit powerful. It's different. So knowing that we cut from that same cloth, man, there's a reason people out here on the Indies is asking for me versus Eddie Kingston because they want to see that promo battle. You might not know me yet, but damn it, I'm coming, and I'm coming for everything you guys dream for. And this ain't the time, man. I'm telling you, yeah, I got that moment at TCW, and I said it in the ring when I was in my moment. Yeah, bro, this is it. It's a special moment. Damn it. The champion that's going to be the best one day holds the TCW Heavyweight Championship. And I'm coming for everything, and he's now on the Premier Network. And I meant every single word, bro.
Seeing that right there, it proved my statement at the start of this. It showed me that, again, even those two titles right there, that wasn't it. That was truly just the and again, it's a great moment, but I feel like it was just the appetizer. It was just the beginning of this, and I love to see it. Shout out to Toe in the chat, Knucklehead Network. But damn, bro, I commend you. I say you mentioned that match with Lashley. To think from a moment like that was still young in your career to what you've accomplished now, and still not even at the cusp of what you could become. That's scary for those that have to share the ring with you.
It's not, and I don't care what obstacles are in front of me. One day I will be considered the best wrestler in the world. On the mic, in the ring, everything. I'm not an MJF that got it right away and was given all the keys to the kingdom and silver spoon and all that other shit. No disrespect to MJF. He went to the right school at the right time, and it's not like he didn't pay his dues. I saw videos of this man doing weird jobs at CZW. He was on GTS. He was doing a whole bunch of shit. He was eating all the shit. That man just gets it. MJF gets it, bro. Like, you could tell there's the shit on the camera that he's doing that no one else is doing. He's studying, he's helping, he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing. He gets it. He's a wrestler up here. He's John Cena. He's got that John Cena mentality, but he's packaged it differently. I'm cut from that same cloth. And I'm just the guy that they're going, we're not letting you in yet. And the more they don't let me in, the more I break the cage. The more I break everything that stands around me, the more I'm going to make a bigger name for myself, that the cage is going to pop, and I'm going to be the only one left standing. Because once I come out that cage, I'm going to break everything that's in front of me. Because every face is going to be a face that held me back. That's it, bro. And I'm not asking for a handout. I'm not asking for people to be like, hey, PJ, you want to come up? And, we'll bring you up here. We'll give you a chance. I'd love for that phone call to come. But I got a feeling it ain't never going to come for me. I'm going to have to get it my own way. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm the guy, bro. You can ask all these guys, bro. So many people have given me their numbers. So many people have reached out to me. And the only text they get from me is, hey, Merry Christmas, brother. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy birthday. Hope everything is well. Heard you was sick. Hope you're good. It's not, hey, yo, can you get me on dark? Yo, can you help me get here? Yo, can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? No, I'm not that guy. I want to get it on my own, selfishly. I do. Because if I get on my own, no one can tell me anything. You can't take it from me.
I was going to say, it makes it so much sweeter, especially with the road he took and what it keeps bringing. So, brother, thank you so much, because I feel like we could be here for another 2 hours. So I want to start.
Yeah, another promo set.
So now we definitely clipping that, because we're gonna make sure. I know the nasty assassin's still watching, so we're gonna make sure he listens to this. But to anyone, again, if you haven't already, you should be by now, make sure you're following this man on all of his social media. Follow him right there on Instagram, PJ Savage _ Make sure you're following him on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, at PJ Savage _ Make sure you are there at the next coming up shows. Be there at Mount Olympus on November the 4th. Again, see what the champ might be doing that night, because I know he's going to be scouting all 30 of those competitors in there, and then be there at Wrestling Is Now when he goes head to head with Hamlet, because again, New York wins and Win is back home. PJ, thank you again, bro. This was great. Always a pleasure to have you on. And everyone watching, as always, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.